Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GKToday Academy app. You can attempt the quiz in this app and you can read detailed explanation. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. We have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Now, let's start. What is the name of India's first Earth observation satellite, which is to be placed in Geosynchronous transfer orbit? So the name of this satellite is GISAT-1. It is India's first Earth observation satellite, which will be placed in Geosynchronous transfer orbit. So the name of satellite is GSAT-1. It will be launched through GSLV F-10. GSLV stands for Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. GISAT stands for Geoimaging Satellite. So this is going to be Earth observation satellite, and this is India's first Earth observation satellite that will be placed in Geosynchronous transfer orbit. It will be done by ISRO. ISRO is our space research organization, that is Indian Space Research Organization. It is under DOS, that is Department of Space. The headquarters of ISRO is in Bengaluru, and presently Dr. K. Sivan is the chief of ISRO. Which country has proposed retaliatory trade actions against India for imposing equalization levy on e-commerce companies? Now, before that, let me give you the background of this entire story. See, a lot of digital companies are from USA. For example, Google, Facebook, Amazon, all these companies are from USA. Now, since most of these companies are from USA and these are digital companies, so they do not have to pay tax in our country. They pay tax in their home country. Home country in the sense that the country where the headquarters of these companies is situated. So, in order to solve this issue, India started the concept of equalization levy. This levy or this taxation was to be imposed on those e-commerce companies which are not paying tax in India. Since most of these companies are from USA, now USA is planning a retaliatory trade action against India. So first thing first, what is equalization levy? It is a direct tax and it is applicable on those companies or on those entities which are non-resident service provider. So as of now, online advertisement is covered as a part of equalization levy, and the approximate rate is, I think, 6%. Please check it. So this was the entire issue. Now recently USA was also in news as USA added India to the list of countries which are affected by ASF. What is ASF? It is African swine fever. So what will be its impact? Now, since USA has added India into the list of countries which are affected by African swine fever, therefore it has imposed restrictions on the import of pork and pork products from India. So this is how it is going to impact our exports of pork and pork products to USA. USA was also in news because recently India sent the first consignment of red rice to USA. This red rice is grown in Assam in Brahmaputra Valley, and this rice is rich in iron. It is also known as Bao Dhan. Recently Assam was also in news because of Numaligarh refinery. So why this refinery was in news? First thing first, this is a refinery in Assam. Recently it was in news as BPCL, that is Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, sold its entire stakes of 61.5% from this refinery. So BPCL decided to exit from this refinery by selling its stakes. So in question they may ask that Numaligarh refinery is in which state of India? Second probable question is BPCL sold how much stakes? So it sold its entire stakes. Now your homework is to find out who are the other stakeholders in this Numaligarh refinery. As per the recent report of IUCN, what is the status of smaller, lighter African forest elephant? So first thing first, what is IUCN? It is International Union for Conservation of Nature. It usually publish a red list of species. And as per the recent assessment, the 2 species of elephants in Africa are facing problem because of the poaching and because of human encroachment. So as per this assessment, the savanna elephant is in endangered category and the smaller, lighter forest elephant is in critically endangered category. IUCN is International Union for Conservation of Nature. This was established in 1948. Right now, it has the observer status in United Nations. The headquarters of IUCN is in Gland in Switzerland. Heal COVID, which was in news recently, is a nationwide trial to be implemented in which country? So this is related to UK. UK is United Kingdom. So what is Heal COVID? It is helping to alleviate the longer term consequences of COVID-19. So as the name suggests, it is an initiative to alleviate the long term consequences of COVID-19. So this is a national drug trial to be conducted by UK for the selection of safe and existing drugs which are already available in the market in order to find the effective treatment. UK was also in news as it is the host of G7 summit. It was also in news as it is the host of COP26. COP26 is related to United Nations Framework Convention for Climate Change. So this is related to environment. COP stands for Conference of Parties. Now, in the context of environment, recently another summit was in news and it is 2-day climate summit. So this is a climate summit of world leaders and USA is going to host this 2-day climate summit of world leaders and it will be organized on the occasion of Earth Day. Earth Day is on 22nd of April. For this summit, Indian Prime Minister is also invited. Now recently, US and UK were also in news as they proposed that the democratic countries in the world should look for the alternatives of BRI of China. What is BRI? It is Belt and Road Initiative. So it is infrastructure initiative by China. Now US and UK has proposed that the democratic countries should look for the alternatives of BRI. Recently, China was also in news as it has signed a deal with Iran. So this is a 25 years deal worth $400 billion. So as per this agreement, China is going to invest $400 billion in Iran. Recently, China was also in news because of Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a special administrative region of China. So why it was in news? Because recently, China reduced the share of elected representatives in Hong Kong legislation. So previously the number was high. Now China has reduced it and now only 20 out of 90 members will be directly elected. So this was done to increase the grip of China over Hong Kong. Who was Kamlesh Chandra Chakrabarti? So he was the former deputy governor of RBI. Recently he was in news because he passed away. What is RBI? It is Reserve Bank of India. Apart from him, recently few other personalities were in news. So recently Beverly Cleary passed away. She was from US and she was well-known children's author. She passed away recently. In addition to her, recently actor Rajinikanth was also in news as he has been selected for 51st Dada Saheb Phalke Award. So this award is given for his outstanding contribution to the Indian cinema. In addition to him, recently Soma Mondal was also in news. Soma Mondal is the current chairperson of SAIL. SAIL is Steel Authority of India Limited. Now she has been appointed as the new chairperson of SCOPE. What is SCOPE? SCOPE stands for Standing Conference of Public Enterprises. So now she has been appointed as the new chairperson of Standing Conference of Public Enterprises. So we covered 4 names: Kamlesh Chandra Chakrabarti, Beverly Cleary, Rajinikanth and Soma Mondal. Which ministry has mandated companies to disclose their investment in cryptocurrencies? So it is a simple and logical question. Companies are regulated by Companies Act of 2013 and this act is under the domain of MCA, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Now, Ministry of Corporate Affairs has made amendments in the Companies Act and therefore it is mandatory to disclose the investment of companies in cryptocurrencies and their expenditure in the CSR, that is Corporate Social Responsibility, and Benami properties. Now please note that India is the first country in world to legislate corporate social responsibilities and this is being done through Companies Act of 2013. Now Companies Act of 2013 was also in news because of NCLT, that is National Company Law Tribunal. So this is a adjudication body and it has been constituted as per the provisions of Companies Act of 2013. So why this NCLT was in news? Recently, Supreme Court upheld the decision of Tata Sons to remove Cyrus Mistry as chairperson. So what is this entire story? Long story short, Cyrus Mistry was removed as chairperson and later he was removed from the board of company. So he approached NCLT. Then the decision of NCLT was challenged in NCLAT. What is NCLAT? It is National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. And then the decision of NCLAT was challenged in higher courts, and the final decision was given by Supreme Court recently. So what Supreme Court said? This NCLAT reinstated Cyrus Mistry on the Tata Sons board. That means it said that the removal of Cyrus Mistry was not correct. However, now as per the recent judgment of Supreme Court, the decision of NCLAT has been set aside. That means it is no longer applicable and Supreme Court has overturned its decision. In simplest term, it said that Tata Sons removed Cyrus Mistry and it upheld the decision of Tata Sons to remove him from the board and from the chairperson. So in exam they may ask you that Cyrus Mistry is associated to which entity, or NCLAT are constituted as per the provisions of which law. Which armed force has decided to employ retired combat dogs as therapy dogs. So this has been done by ITBP. ITBP is Indo-Tibetan Border Police. So for the first time, retired dogs will be used as therapy dogs. Apart from that, they will also be used in the treatment of soldiers, specially abled children. So this is the first time in our country that retired dogs are being used to serve the soldiers. ITBP is part of CAPF. CAPF are Central Armed Police Forces. They are under MHA, that is Ministry of Home Affairs. Recently, Home Minister launched Ayushman CAPF. So it is a health scheme for CAPF members. For this, it has collaborated with NHA, that is National Health Authority. Where is the Indo-South Korean Friendship Park? So recently this park was in news and it has been constructed in New Delhi, Kent. So this park has been constructed to commemorate the contribution of Indian peacekeeping forces during the Korean War of 1950-53. Recently it was jointly inaugurated by the defense ministers of both countries. The Indian Prime Minister launched the Swarna Jayanti scholarship for the youth of which country? So Prime Minister of India is on the official visit of Bangladesh. As a part of this initiative, he announced Swarna Jayanti scholarship for the youth of Bangladesh. This is a scholarship which will be provided by DST, that is Department of Science and Technology of India. DST is under Ministry of Science and Technology. Now please note that Bangladesh is celebrating 50 years of its independence. Apart from that, Bangladesh is also celebrating 100 years or 100th birth anniversary of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is considered as the founding father of Bangladesh. Presently, the Prime Minister of Bangladesh is Sheikh Hasina and she is the daughter of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Name of her party is Awami League. So this time it is very significant for Bangladesh because A, it is 50 years of independence. B, they are celebrating 100th birth anniversary of their founding father. On this occasion, a museum was also inaugurated. And this museum was inaugurated at the Banga Bandhu International Conference Center in Dhaka. So this museum has digital exhibition of Mahatma Gandhiji and Banga Bandhu. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is popularly known as Banga Bandhu. Present Science and Technology Minister is Dr. Harshvardhan. Recently he was in news as he participated in first ever World Immunization and Logistics Summit. Now in the context of science, one more event was in news and it is AIM Prime. So to support the science-based startup companies, this initiative has been launched. AIM stands for Atal Innovation Mission and Prime stands for Program for Researchers on Innovation, Market Readiness and Entrepreneurship. So you just need to remember that it is an initiative by Atal Innovation Mission. Atal Innovation Mission is a part of steps by Niti Aayog. So these were the most important questions. Now get ready for the test. Please make sure that you attempt the test without pausing the timer. And please write down the answers in your own notebook so that you can revise them properly. In comment section, you can just write down your score even if you do not want to write full answers. You can write full answers in your notebook so that you can revise them frequently. Thank you, and that's all for the day.